Hello and welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons with the comic book community. We're finally back. It's been a few weeks off. Big break. We had friend in the chat here, friend in the show here, traveling and hanging out with me. And so, priorities, real life versus Dungeons and Dragons. But welcome back. Here is your little recap. We are in the city of Fairweather, and a group of criminal sorts have come together and have been given the task of collecting this object from a local museum. The fear is that this item, the Merkmeyer stone, is not what it appears and is in fact something that could turn into a creature. It's an egg. And so they are tasked with breaking into this museum and collecting the egg and stealing it. So how do they do this? Well, they got a map from a doctor who worked in and around the museum, and they're using that to sort of scope out the place. 4 of them went in, and they started looking around. One of them decided to hide in a vent and is having an uneventful time sort of just sitting in there. The other 3, wandered about and took note of maybe some secret passages, some locations where maybe there's alarms and traps. And finally, the 5th member of the group strolled in character because they have an alternate identity, something of a celebrity, something of a pop icon. And they've now come into the museum. This is before the big event that night when they will be revealing the Merkmeyer stone. And so now at this particular moment, we've got one character stuck up in the vents. I mean,
very intentionally am there. Also, I hated your joke.
Well, you're going to hate it more because you might be sitting up there this entire, I don't know how far we'll get. I'm really hopeful that we move quickly through this next portion. But we've also got 3, my cat is now crashing. Yikes. Okay. We've got 3 different members, 1, 2, 3, who are scoping out the joint. And newly arrived, we've got our final team member who has made contact with the head administrator, the curator for the museum, and sort of cast them under her spell in a sense that she has talked them into maybe getting a personal tour before the big event tonight. So at the moment, we have actually, I did kind of misplace it. Kaylin is actually with Emma. Kaylin is the playing the role of the bodyguard for Emma, and the 2 of them are getting the guided tour. Meanwhile, Lucian and Slappin down there, they've already kind of scoped the whole place out, and Perv Mervin is in the vent. He is hanging out in the vent. Did anybody have any questions? Yeah.
I mean,
anybody have any questions?
I think we all know what's happening in that vent.
I mean, I don't know. Did anybody have any questions about where they left off or kind of what their character was in the midst of doing? Did I recap well enough? Sorry. Sorry about forgetting that Kaylin was actually in character as well. So I guess before Emma gets her tour, I'm going to ask what Slappin and Lucian are also in the lobby, and I will share the museum map yet again. They are in the lobby along with our lead characters.
I thought Slappin went to the attic space, or did he already come back down?
I think he came back down.
Yeah.
So everybody's kind of here.
So, okay.
On that first floor in the grand entrance here. Did anybody have anything they wanted to say as far as Slappin and Lucian about what your plans were before we spend a little time with Emma's tour?
I was just trying to get information from people, which I was very unsuccessful. Well, I was still trying to find how to get down to in my head, I've been trying to figure out how to get to the basement. again, very unaccessible.
Why don't you consider what you might want to have for your next few steps while we jump over to Emma, who is getting a tour from the curator for the museum. I got to remind myself of the curator's darn name.
What's the curator's name?
I know. They don't give him stats like they do some of the other characters here. So.
Alda Arkin?
Alda Arkin was our curator.
Yeah.
So Dr. Arkin is standing with you in the lobby there, and he says, would you like to look at our ancient plants and cultures wings?
I'm just like, oh, please lead the way. So I am not. So I don't know how much you want to play out with this, John, because I know everyone else has kind of done like the full tour.
Yeah,
Emma is basically her whole goal with this is to just charm the crap out of this guy for like tonight to try to get at some point to get his key, and that she can pass off to somebody else. So she's just gonna go wherever he wants to show, whatever he wants to show her, and if she does well enough, she may try to get him like as we get toward the end of this tour, may try to get see some of the stuff back. You know, that the public doesn't get to see, you know, is what she's going to try to see if she can get a backstage tour kind of thing.
Right.
So that's really her goal. She's not like, as she's walking with him, not like trying to like scope out for secret passages and the stuff that the others were doing.
Okay, then we can speed up some of this. Is there is Kalen doing anything in particular while he's going along with this, or is he the the strong silent type?
She definitely is. She definitely is playing that strong silent type. Kind of following along, trying to read the cues from Emma, but also still trying to keep eyes open. Like, if is anybody like noticing that Emma's there as Marsala, and trying to just be aware of just anything, trying to keep an eye on.
Got it.
Not only the stuff that we're supposed to be looking for, but also just anything extra. Like, could I find a way to like? Is there a security guard not paying attention, and I can snag
what we can do then
security guard kind of deal?
I mean, obviously, both of you will be giving. We'll do some perception checks in certain areas, and I'll give you information that you might glean. If you are looking at any points, JP and or Kalen, to exert will or try to charm, just let me know, and we can do secondary roles for those kinds of things. Does that work for you guys?
Yeah.
Because at this point, we agree that Dr. Alda believes you are who you say you are. So I don't have any moment where he'll doubt that unless we get a particularly bad critical fail at some point in deception or
because I was recognized by one of the guards, I think I remember.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Two of them.
The main thing was my goal was we got into his office, which we already did briefly, unwatched, where we were able to see the route. We got to see what the plan was for the after hours.
Yes, there was he had a sheet on his desk that showed the guard rotations and
we copied that down.
Yes.
And then at this point, I'm just trying to like basically, if nothing else, setting him up for this evening when I can flatter him when we're here. But if I can get through the course of the tour, I can talk him into taking me into the back areas that you can't see.
Sure. What we'll do is we'll just hit certain areas, and you can roll perceptions to see if there's anything you gain. But if we hit an area where you would like to exert some level of charm, we'll do a separate roll for something like that. Does that work for you? And we can do it at different places, and you can tell me how you would word it in those places.
Okay.
So we'll go through the ancient cultures and ancient plants wings. If you each want to roll a perception check for those hallways, and we'll see if you guys spot anything.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
15.
Okay. I'm going to say with the dirty 20, JP, you spot both of the little adjoining rooms that Slappin spot, the ones that are right here, kind of in between at the junctures here in the gaps. There's like these little service closets where they have cleaning supplies, and they're kind of two of them to connect one hall to the other hall. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So those are the ones that our friend Slappin saw when he was going through. And Paul, you might have only seen one of them, but with with her knowledge, both of you maybe got enough. Were able to intimate that there may have been more than one. So then she'll cruise back through the main entrance, and he, Dr. Aldo, will take you up the stairs, and we'll go. I'll grab the map here, and we'll look at the second floor, and you come up to the Allosaurus in the center there, the large sculpture that some of the other characters had been wowed by as they came up to the second floor. This room has the door right here that is roped off for the event later tonight. It has a hallway back behind the stairs towards the bathrooms and the attic on one side, and then towards the cafe on the other. And then, yes, straight through to the cafe here before you go around. So anything did you want to do a perception? Let's do a perception maybe for these two rooms, the cafe and the Allosaurus.
Well, went from a dirty 20 to a 5.
And a 1. Okay. So you guys are just so wowed by the delicious coffee smells and the giant dinosaur that you really get lost in the spectacle of these spaces. And he leads you around to the Creatures of the Past hallway. And we will stroll through this section right here, the underground wonders and the archaeology display. Let's see. I'll have you guys do one more perception check in this hallway.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
A 1 to a nat 20.
A 13.
Okay, well then on this one, Kaylin is the one got her senses about her, and there are 2 more service junctures that you spot. So right in this section, right here, there's a service closet that connects the Allosaurus room to this hallway. And then the other one is the one that Slappin found earlier, which connects the Merkmeyer room to the hallway. So at this point, between the both of you, and maybe there's subtle nods you're giving each other to let each other know things as you're going along, but you're recognizing the pattern of maybe what some of these doors look like. So maybe it's easier now to recognize them as you're going along.
Okay.
So he's bringing you along this route, and then you come to the end, and there's another roped off door at the end here. And I don't know if you.
So at this point, as we're approaching the thing, I'm gonna be like, laying it on pretty thick about how wonderful the museum is, and how this is all so fascinating. And then when I see the other roped off area, I'm gonna be like, sort of lean in conspiratorially and be like, I couldn't possibly get a little preview of tonight's display, could I? It would be so interesting. And so,
all right, let's see that persuasion roll.
All right, that is a 16.
16. With the 16, he says, well, the Merkmeyer stone's not in place yet, but we can take a peek at the room the viewing room if you'd like.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
He opens the door here and brings you into the room. And do you need me to read the description of this room again, or?
At some point probably we'll want it, just because
it'll look a little different, obviously, when the party is going. But at this point, it's basically going to have some chairs and some tables and some silverware. Maybe now some more, some crystals or crystal. Goblets and things are getting placed out. So you're getting to see maybe what it might look like when the event is in play. And of course, there's the pedestal, the marble pedestal against the east wall. So it's going to be on this side over here. Okay. There's a marble pedestal, but it is currently vacant. There's nothing on it.
Vacant. Can I tell anything about that pedestal?
You can roll a perception check on it if you would like. Okay. Let me see if I can see anything to add to it.
That's an 18.
18, nice. Let's see. You notice tiny glyphs carved into its base. And if you want to make an Arcana check, I'll see if you recognize what they are.
Yeah, I can do that. Arcana.
Can I get some popcorn?
Ooh, my Arcana. That's a nat 1 with a +1 for a 2 on an Arcana. So that's not going to do me much good.
It's just pretty designs. There's just pretty designs on it.
Okay. So I don't know what they do, but I know they're there. So I can potentially alert somebody else before we try to take the stone from it. Okay.
Playing the bodyguard role, I'm going to go to the curator. It's like, I'm going to ask them, with everything that's going on tonight, with so many high profile personnel coming in tonight, what's the security going to look like in this room? I'll be here with Marsala, but I need to know, are you going to have anybody else in here? Is there somebody, like, if something goes down, where can I get my client out of this room?
I'm going to have that as that feels like a deception and not a persuasion. So let's try a deception check.
And I do so, and I'm asking this from a very sense of, like, I'm not asking, I'm kind of telling him in the same thing. Like, I need to know.
Sure.
Kind of thing. So I was hoping to maybe do intimidation, but I can do deception.
Oh, and you wanted it to be more like intimidation. Okay. Well, you could let's start with the deception first.
It's not good. It's a 5. I rolled a 6, but I got -1 in deception, so it's a 5.
And let's try the intimidation and see if I am not fooled, maybe I'm intimidated nonetheless.
Nope. Should too.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. I can't tell you anything about our security measures. Needless to say, that Emma will be perfectly safe here for the evening. We have several trained security guards and all the security measures that will possibly be needed to keep us all perfectly safe and sound tonight. Now, let's head back out the way we came.
Is he talking to the? Is he talking about the security? And I was like, "Oh, I have full trust in you." And so obviously the stone is not here. Do you have like a high security vault in the basement, or what kind of? Do you have some crazy magical security, or like she's just like asking it in a very flighty and like
sure,
bringing up things that aren't really realistic for security, and just trying to get him to see what he will say in terms of like.
All right, let's try it. That feels like persuasion to me.
Oh, I was going for deception, but okay. Either way. We do perception. Or persuasion, you said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're both +6. So that's
okay.
21.
21. Oh. Yeah. He's like, no, it's not needed here with our security guards. No, we have plenty of storage spaces around here to keep things safe and sound. Many valuable objects come through our museum at all times, and we try to keep that very safe in our storage spaces.
Oh, really? You have lots of other cool things? I couldn't possibly get like a backstage tour of some of the other things you don't have on display yet, do you?
And definitely putting a photo of this guy on the security booth wall. Let's see. That feels like persuasion as well. So let's try. Let's see.
All right. 18.
18. I'm running a little short on time, but I could show you our attic space if you would like to see.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Great, of course, come with me. And he actually this time he's going to take you through the other door here.
Where?
So as we pass through the door, can I do a perception check on this door to see how it locks or what it looks like as we're going through?
You see him. Actually, let's roll your perceptions and see how you guys do.
15.
Jesus. 10.
All you see is he does move his hand, and he does seem to be holding something when he goes through this door here.
I knew he had a key card, and I knew he had it in his pocket.
Yes, he does use the same pocket, and it does seem to look kind of like the same thing. Yes.
Okay.
I will bully you. You're going to bully us for our lunch money? Please, come on. We drink our lunches here. So then, yes, he lets you go through, and then he waves the card again on the other side, and then the door closes behind him.
Okay.
And then he takes you up this way past the bathroom, and then up to the attic, and then I'll go here. Let's see. I mean, this is just a weird oval for our attic on the map there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you come up into the upper attic space, and it says that a winding staircase leads to this cramped space filled haphazardly with stacked boxes. Starlight pours into the space from a large skylight up above. And there's nobody. Oh, yeah, let me actually check to see if anybody's in there. Oh, there is a person in there. Let me see which security guard I got. Who do we have? I got Miriam Bikram, a lawful neutral human. She is up in the attic, and she is moving some of the objects around in there. And he says, "Oh, Miriam, good to see you up here. What's going on?" And she says, "Oh, I'm just cleaning up this space. It is an absolute mess, and I'm trying to keep things organized for the evening tonight." He's like, "Oh, thank you very much. This is," and I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna Emma.
No, it would be Marsala.
Marsala. Sorry, I was almost gonna say it the other way. And I'm just giving her a bit of a tour of the building. And then
So I immediately go over to this woman and like take her hand and, "Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. What kind of interesting things have you been like? Are you working with or putting away? And like, I'm so interested in what's going on here, Tanuki."
And she's like trying to wipe sweat off of her from clearly moving heavy things. She does not seem to recognize you.
That's okay.
And she says, "Oh, just the usual boring labor, moving things around as always, trying to keep this museum from gathering too much dust."
Well, I don't know about boring. All of this stuff seems so interesting, and so so much history here and so much thing. Is there anything up here that's a particular favorite of yours that's not currently on display?
She's like, "Look, lady, I just get paid to work here. I'm not here for the history. Actually, I'm just here for the paycheck."
Well, I don't want to speak out of turn, but it seems like you might be missing out. Looks like there's lots of cool stuff here. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, while all that's happening, I'm trying to see.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing a perception check of this whole room.
I'm looking specifically up at the skylight to see if it's locked or if there's some kind of entry. Like, is there like a latch or something up there that we might be able to use? Oh, there we go. Nat 20 on that one.
You can see.
Jesus.
You can see that it does have a latch system on it, and it locks from the inside. But I'm going to say, knowing what you know about thievery, you recognize that it would be possible to potentially pick that lock were you to need to from the outside.
It is latched and locked. Okay.
Correct.
Perfect. And I just I'm just trying to look casual while I'm looking, but I definitely that's eyeballing that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking at the stuff.
Sure.
Like, I'm looking for maybe a sign that the Merkmeyer stone is actually up here, or any kind of boxes, or how things are stored that if we're going to have to look for something. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
That is 21.
Ooh. Okay, you can see that this is clearly like the dregs of the museum. This is not the best stuff. There's loose bricks laying around. There's old lecterns, some linens and tableware, but occasionally maybe an older painting with something late draped over it, but doesn't look like anything particularly valuable.
Okay.
And he says, Dr. Alda says, maybe we should head back down. It seems like we're bothering Miss Miriam here.
Oh, certainly. Lead the way. I do not want to get in the way of her work. And so. Yeah.
All right. So we head back down again. And as he's going down, he's just basically telling you how, grateful he is for all the donations to the party this evening, and how, he's clearly still got that same intense sort of nervous energy, the antsy, shaky hands and things, but he's trying to be grateful, although you can tell that he's clearly got a lot he's trying to get done in a short amount of time.
Well, so yeah, as we head on down, I'm just like continuing to thank him for his time and all the insight he gave me into the museum, and really appreciated and looking forward to meeting with him tonight. And at this point, I was like, as we kind of walk back, as he takes us to the first floor, does he like, where does he lead? Does he just lead me toward the door? Where is he leading me here? Like as we come down,
he's taking you back to the grand entrance, the
Okay.
the sort of lobby space there, and is trying to bid his goodbyes.
Okay.
And I'm going to check in now, Lucian, and slap in where you guys might have gone during this time, or what you might be doing at the moment.
Adam, go first.
I probably would have at some point came back upstairs to see if I could figure out what the deal with the panel was on the Allosaurus.
Okay. All right. And Tony?
I'm still standing. If I remember, I'm still standing with that guard, right? The female guard.
There was a female guard that recognized Emma, and she was down there near at that time was down there near the shops at the front entrance.
So my thing is does she see Masala?
She was the one that originally
She did recognize Masala.
No, as Masala is being led back into the main entrance.
Yeah.
Or the grand entrance. Does she see?
Well, let me see if she's still there. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah, she's still there, and seems to have been like waiting for the off chance that maybe Emma would be coming back down the stairs, catch one more glimpse of her. So she is somewhat, nervous, excited down there.
All right. So, can I speak to her and say, "Is that who I think it is?"
Oh my gosh! Yes. Are you a fan?
Oh yes, totally.
I have all of her scrolls.
I don't know that she's that famous, but sure.
So, if would you, as she comes down, would you consider the guard being distracted?
I can see what. Actually, you roll a perception, and we'll see if you think she's distracted. How's that?
Okay.
Whether you're
So
right or
I
wrong.
guess perception. Do I just hit this? Okay. So that's a 17.
Yeah, so you can see, yes, she's definitely distracted. However, she was talking to you, so it's not like she's oblivious to you being there. She was just talking to you.
Okay, so if she's staring at Masala,
she's looking at the lobby space down here at the base of the stairs, basically. And you guys are, let's just say you're on this side over here.
Could I try to pickpocket her?
I mean, as Alex says, you can try anything.
I want to try to get one of those badges.
All right. How's your
We don't
pickpocket
need
skill,
to
buddy?
All right. So pickpocket. All right. So what is that?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight
Sleight of hand. Yep.
All right. Ready?
You better be.
Yeah.
Tony's about to get kicked from the party.
Oh yeah. I got caught once. Here we go. How come it's not making sounds? Okay, here we go. Ready? Go. Click, 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 click. Oh, it's a 13.
Did you add any? Do you have to add anything to it, or
That's
Yeah. What's your sleight of hand?
A 5.
so? Did you add the +5? Did it add?
Oh,
for you?
Did you roll an 8 or did you roll a 13 on the die?
I wrote a 13.
So,
Okay, so
then you'd add your +5.
Then you add your +5.
So
All right, so that's a 7. That's an 18.
Correct. That's much better.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's distracted enough that you grab the key card right out of her pocket.
Sweet. I have a card. I have a card. I have a card. Man,
Everybody's breathing a sigh of relief on this stream, I can tell.
Yeah.
But Perv Mervin's out like a light.
He's taking a nap.
I almost feel like I want to roll to see if he starts snoring.
I could have asked a perception check if we could hear snoring while we were in the
Yeah, I
work
was
room.
Let me be clear. Perv Mervin is got an eagle eye trained on the pedestal waiting for the Merc Milestone to show up.
So you saw us come through. So
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. So I have the card, and
We're all watching.
I would
So
be
we
you're
keep
getting
talking
it.
about how great Masala is, and I ask her about her scrolls and the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
Just to keep it going.
All right. You're smooth,
And
Tony. You're smooth.
thank you very much. Hey.
All right. And Slappin', you said you were going to go back up to look at the
Panel on the Allosaurus.
Allosaurus.
Yeah, there was, I found a panel on it, but I couldn't quite figure out what it did.
Right.
I want to see if I could have a,
That's 12.
minute whenever there wasn't a guard around to
For sure.
get that a little bit better.
All right. So what exactly are you going to do? Let's see if we got a guard in that room. We do have a guard in the room. You go up there, and you get. Oh, it's Miriam. She's come back downstairs, sweaty, and is sort of catching her breath in the Allosaurus room.
So is the panel visible? I mean, like
you saw it earlier, so let me
Yeah,
read
yeah.
what it says for you there. Let's see. A character who examines the display base notices a small hatch covering a panel of buttons. A character can use. I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, that's what it's a small hatch, and you can kind of see some buttons peeking out from underneath it.
Is it like pretty? How high? I hate to. How easily is it spotted? I guess is what I'm saying. Is it something that like someone that wasn't like trying to scope it out really good would see it, or is it fairly well hidden?
I don't think it's super hidden. It's definitely underneath the creature a little ways, so it's not like out front. But I think more than likely the assumption is most people just are busy staring at the creature and not looking at the display.
Close as the guard,
right?
I mean, how close to me? So she's right next to me.
Let's see. I was assuming that you were at the front here, kind of looking at it, and she probably just came in this way, so she's probably on this wall here.
Okay. Is there anybody around that works there? What I'm getting at is, if there's someone close to me, I'm just going to say, "Hey, what does that panel do?"
I don't think there's any. I mean, there's probably somebody in the cafe. There's nobody in this room. As far as like staff, just the
if I don't see any staff, then I'm going to see if I can look and see if the buttons are labeled or anything.
So you would have to like open the hatch, the lid.
Okay.
To like
if
look at
nobody
the buttons.
Around.
Just the guard.
So there is a guard. I'll go over to the guard then and ask them what the
she's right here on this wall, kind of a little bit above.
I thought you had her on the other side of the wall.
She's here. Sorry, on this side.
Okay.
She just came down from the hallway
I'll
above
just
here.
Go over and ask her, hey, what do this buttons do on the face here?
All right. You want to roll let's see, what would that be?
It's just a question. I'm not trying to deceive. I'm not trying to intimidate. I'm just.
He noticed it and he's asking her what he saw. Yeah.
He's just a curious guest to the museum.
She says, "That's not important, sir. It's just a part of the display. Do you have any questions about the dinosaur?"
Yeah. Is it all real? I noticed that part of it didn't look to be real.
Is it remind me? Is it a sculpture of an Allosaurus, or is it a fossil, like a skeleton?
It's
supposed to be fossilized.
The intact skeletons of several large prehistoric monsters are on display in this room, including the museum's most famous display, the beautifully preserved body of an Allosaurus with leathery skin appearing supple to the touch. It has an informational placard next to the dinosaur that explained it died in the Merkmire millennia ago and was naturally preserved. Display cases along the room's walls also hold fossils of other ancient local predators. So this one does have a leathery skin. But
I noticed that it didn't look 100% legit.
Well, sir, it's probably mostly real. I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything.
Mostly
but
real? Is that like
it's
mostly?
Like,
like kind of pregnant?
Buddy, I just work here. It's the little sign says it was preserved in the Merkmeyer. That's that's nature, I guess.
Okay. Thank you.
And roll a perception check for me.
24.
Ooh. Yeah, you get a strange vibe about Miriam. She really just seems a little antsy, and you can't quite put your finger on what it is that's got her so antsy, whether it's the event or just asking questions or being hot and sweaty, carrying stuff around, whatever. But she's got a bug up her butt about something.
I'll ask her if she's had a little bit too much coffee today. She seems a little nervous.
Perception check.
She says, no, I don't touch this stuff, man. That's hard on your guts.
Okay. Thank you for all your info. I'll just start heading. Oh, I'll still look around there some more. Just
okay.
Not, just sort of browse or head on out.
JP, Dr. Alda is basically bidding you goodbye down in the lobby there. I really do need to get back to my work today. I'm very sorry. Very busy day.
No, I appreciate you taking the time. It was so wonderful to get the personal tour. I look forward to speaking with you more tonight at the event. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see the stone and everything that you have on display. And with that, I'm going to head out to wait to regroup with the group to find out what everybody learned. So,
all right.
Following.
He heads into the offices. The other guard watches you intently and doesn't even really say goodbye to Lucian when he says goodbye to her on the way out.
I guess let me do a perception check.
Sure.
Because I would have just perceived the guards and stuff and how much they're paying attention. So a 13. Do I notice that she's staring at me?
You probably did when you went up. You certainly noticed that she was aware of you. So yeah, I'll say that with a 13, you do see that she is still watching you.
So I'll just kind of make, as I go to leave, I'll just go, because she's the one that went and got him for me, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I'll go back to her and I just want to say thank you for tracking down the curator for me, and so I could get that personal tour. I really appreciate it, and just smooch her up a little bit and shake her hand, and then head that way.
And before you leave, I go, Masala, I am such a fan. Oh, this is an honor to meet you.
Here's what.
Always wonderful to meet a fan.
Here's what you notice. JP, when you were talking to her, she couldn't speak. She was just frozen, shaky hand. And when Tony speaks, it breaks the spell. And she's but looks at him with a look of is this guy still here?
But is it any way possible, as I'm talking to Masala, I can get close to her to slip the card?
We're leaving, so
yeah. But I don't want to be. I don't want to be found with. Do I want to be found with the card on me?
I thought I was headed out, but yeah, if you can slip it to me, go for it. But yeah, she's gonna be looking at me. You're gonna
pass the card in front of the guard.
Yeah, well,
you would the other person.
This is not your first rodeo.
I'm just double checking.
How about this? Okay.
If you want to, I would probably take your hand and shake your hand. So if you want to try to slip it to me, if you say you're a fan, then I'm going to do the whole fan thing and shake your hand and do all that.
I'm going to try that.
Okay.
Is that a sleight of hand also?
That is sleight of hand.
Here we go.
This is unnecessary risk, but okay.
Yeah, that's an 11.
Plus your 5?
Did you add your 5?
I added my 5. No.
Oh,
yeah, no. Oh, yeah, I added my 5.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
She, I'm gonna say, is just distracted enough to think that you're handing something for Marsala to sign.
That's a miserable rule.
And she says, "Oh, are you signing things?" And she starts digging in her pockets looking for something for you to sign. JP,
So I'm gonna be like, what?
You want to do a perception to see what you notice what he's handing you?
Yeah, I guess what
Because you were not aware that he was going to do this move.
Okay, well, I rolled a nat 20, which
so you know exactly what you were just handed very awkwardly.
Yeah, so while he digs down, I'm gonna pocket it and be like, I'd be happy to sign an autograph to her, and like turn and just pretend he doesn't exist at that point. Like just
okay. She goes from being giddy to being panicked, and you can tell she's digging in her pockets looking for something that she can't find.
I'll take her hand, and I'll take her hand. I was like, "Are you going to be on duty tonight?" Like I would lean in and whisper conspiratorially to her.
She's like, "Yes, yeah. Oh, I should be here later," but she's like looking in all of her pockets.
I will be here. I'll be like, I'll just take her hand. I'll be like, "I'll be here tonight. I'll be happy to sign something for you if you don't have anything on you at the moment. Just be sure to bring me something good tonight, okay?"
Yes, of course, yes. But you can see now she's looking around on the floor. She's looking around behind her at the shop.
And with that, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna turn to go.
Yeah, and I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna try to separate. And it's like, Marcella, we really should be leaving.
She's too distracted by what's going on to really say goodbye. Tony, how about you, buddy? What are you doing?
I'm just. Oh, actually, I'm talking myself for my shitty rolls, but
you're fine. We covered it. I'm leaving. So
I'm like, but I also noticed like something's wrong. So it's like, I mean, I would feel awkward right now to step away from it if she's looking at something, but I don't have anything on me, so I don't give a flying fire truck. So I'll just stay there while Masala leaves.
Okay, so Marsala leaves. Slappin is now coming down the stairs, right? He's heading back out.
Yep.
You see that I forgot what this lady's name was. This guard.
No, the one that was excited. Is it last week? I think it was.
Is it Violet? I think it was Violet.
I'm looking here.
I didn't write down her name.
That sounds correct, but I don't have it.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, I think it's Violet. You can see Violet is like certainly looking very panicked, and she's like looking in the shop, and she's just sort of pacing around intensely.
Okay.
I noticed that whenever I come down.
What's that?
I said I noticed that whenever I come down.
I mean, I'm sure you could roll a perception, but I think it's going to be painfully obvious that she's panicked right next to Lucian. What's that?
I'll ask. I said everybody else has already left.
Except Lucian, who's standing awkwardly next to her.
No, I was wondering why I'm looking at her concerned. Why? What's wrong with her? I mean, it's like, what's wrong? Because she's panicking.
I'll ask her if this man's bothering her. You look concerned.
See her pause, and she starts looking around the room, and she's like, I was looking for something, and she's looking at Lucian kind of awkwardly, like she's just confused. I know I had it with me.
Did he take something from you?
She's getting in trouble. Very fully under the bus. I like it.
That I don't know if that's a persuasion or not.
No, it was just a question.
But is it going to persuade her to react?
I'm not trying to persuade her. I'm just
it's like she says, "I had my card on me. Did you see my card?" And she asks Lucian.
No, not at all.
I want a deception check.
You want to use my charm, my charisma? Hey, how you doing?
No. I mean, deception is based on charisma, I believe. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you want me to use that?
I mean, you should have a deception bonus, whatever it is,
right?
Plus whatever.
All right. So I'll roll. Then watch it. I'll be a 2, but it's okay.
He's gonna get locked up.
It's a 9 with my bonus.
with your bonus, it's a 9.
Yes, I rolled a 3.
So she's very suspicious, and she says, turn out your pockets.
And I do.
She
Yeah,
checks
I
you
do.
over, and she's like, I'm sorry. I can't find my key card. And she with that she goes off towards the offices.
Do I follow her? Can I follow because I'm so concerned?
What? Walk away.
Okay, I'll walk away. I'll just walk away.
I'm leaving too.
You're a bold, 'tis a bold, sinful man you are.
You got away with it. Stop doing things in front of them.
All right. So I'm gonna assume you guys want to meet back up at your place, or are you going? Is Marsala going to her place first and changing?
Well, she's
What's
going to meet with the group first. So
Okay.
Well, no, actually, I think I'm going to advise Marsala that we change out of the fancy get-ups into our normal.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Our normal personas, right? Our street clothes, so to say.
Yeah.
At the Golden Sheep, I believe, was where.
Yeah. So we're going to
Marsala has. So since we left early, we're going to make that pit stop, change, and then meet back up with the group.
and then
is what I'm going to advise.
Yes. No, that's correct. Yes.
Okay. So then, after some wardrobe changes, then are you back over at the Beg Your Pardon Inn, or are you meeting with them elsewhere, like at one of the shops or food?
So we said we were going to meet back at where we were staying.
Yeah, the Beg Your Pardon.
Okay. So if you want, we can fast forward into your rooms, and you guys can start your planning if you would like.
Okay. So yeah. So basically, it would be.
I'll zoom back out here a little bit.
So.
So you're in the room together, 4 out of the 5, and I'm assuming Slappin has told them where Perv Mervin is hiding at the moment.
That would be one of the first things I mentioned.
So you're at least aware of where Perv Mervin is hiding here. Sorry, let me move this. Right here in the vent in the wall, in between the Allosaurus and the Murkmire Stone room.
Okay.
What's you guys? Your goal now is to come up with some kind of strategy or some kind of plan for the evening.
So first thing is, I would be like, after he tells us that, compare notes on what we found, so we'd all know where any secret passage any of us found was, that we'd mark on the map.
Yeah, we'll assume that everything you saw, unless somebody specifically wants to voice the fact that they might keep something to themselves, I'm going to assume that everybody is sharing what they saw. So anything that one of you saw, now all of you saw.
So, and then I'm going to basically share and then copy down the guard rotation.
The rotation for the guards.
The rotation for the guards that we saw. That's going to be. What did you say about that? It was.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to refine that. Let me see.
On the paper shows after hours patrols. So we would have the after hours patrol. So I think the idea would be.
So I can show you generally with my cursor kind of where people will be if you'd like.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Okay. So this area, let's see, where am I at? Yeah, the main floor here, the main opening area will have 2 guards in it. There will be 1 guard for the ancient plants and 1 for ancient sorry, what's it called? Ancient
cultures.
Sorry. 1 so there, 1 there. And
nobody in the lobby.
I said there's 2 guards here in the main.
Oh, 2 in the main lobby. Okay.
Yeah. 2 in the main lobby space. 1 in the cultures and 1 in the plants off to the side there. And then the rest would be upstairs. You're going to have, let's see, 2 guards in with the Allosaurus. 1 guard in with the cafe. And let's see, 1 guard in the first part of the hallway here. And 2 guards down on this end of the hallway where the entrance is to the event. And let's see. And 2 guards in the room here itself.
Good God.
Now,
Okay.
this is for after hours, meaning once the museum is closed, not during the event, but after the event is done and everyone's quote gone home for the night. That's where the guards will be stationed.
Okay.
So then
And
that leads us to ask the question of each other: do we sneak in? Do we take it during the event, or do we do it afterwards? Because like the time schedule, the time frame for all of this, from if I remember correctly, was like if it doesn't happen tonight, we're kind of in a bad spot.
Yeah.
But have we? This
We're
is
not going to be
where
able to take it during the event.
I think so too, because we went there before the event and we still haven't seen the stone yet, have we?
Right. We got it.
We
Well,
don't even know where it's kept.
And that's the other
the
thing.
event is from 6 until 8 tonight. So the museum will close officially at 8.
But I mean, what I was saying is that, like, you know, at the event, there's going to be too many people looking at it. We're not going to be able to just take it at the event.
Unless you have a way to like draw attention away from it and then replace it so nobody notices when you take it.
Yeah, but we don't even know what it looks like. We've never touched it. We don't know how heavy it is.
We've seen a description. We have a description.
We have a description, but we can't make a replica off of a description. So it's like, do we post up so that we can get in? Like
we know that it's magically enchanted.
Right.
The stand.
So yeah, I would tell everyone that I would tell the others that there's some sort of magical glyphs on the stand, or there's some sort of glyphs on the stand, but I couldn't decipher what they were. So,
is there any way we can make a diversion during, like, pull a fire alarm type of thing? During,
sure there's all kinds of alarm. We found all kinds of alarmed rooms in that place. Yeah, all you have to do is like open up one of those office doors and set an awful alarm.
So then that turns all of the security up a notch. And then do we try to get it while the security is like heightened? While the security is like on the lookout for stuff?
Well, the attic has a skylight.
We can get out through the attic potentially.
I think that's like a backup. Like that's like if stuff goes bad, we get out that way, or we use that as a way to get in. It's one or the other.
Yeah,
because
it could be our in and out, and that you're dealing with the fewest potential guards that way. Either way, it's either as you're in or you're out after the thing. I mean, we already know Perv is in,
right?
So really, it's a matter of maybe having somebody else that stays after that can help him get the stone, and then getting them or him out is really
the night shift rotation for guards. There's nothing about the attic.
No, there's nothing in the attic. There's no security up there.
And the basement also.
I forgot about the vent. Is the vent? How does the vent work exactly? Is it just like? Does it go all the way through?
It just connects these two rooms right here.
Gotcha.
So if
I'm wondering if those buttons on the Allosaurus make it do something.
Yeah, that was the other thing.
They do. Yeah.
When you were but there was nothing like I can make sounds come from out of it, but I don't think I can do much more than that. Because like I can cause something like just some kind of noise potentially, but other than that, that's all I got in terms of creating a commotion, other than lighting the place up some way.
No,
and I don't know if we want to do that either. So I think the best bet is maybe we use Emma as the distraction, right? She's the one who's kind of pulling a lot of the attention and the focus, and then we have Perv. We have no clue where Perv is, or no. Slappin said that he saw them.
Exactly where he is.
Okay, so so we know Perv is there in the room, so they've got an eye on everything. Maybe we send somebody up into the attic so that they can have the skylight unlocked.
Whenever I went up into the attic, there was someone there, and whenever
Yeah.
Emma went up there. There was somebody there.
But maybe
I don't
we
know if that'll
use
be the case
Emma.
during the showing.
Right. Maybe we use Emma to get somebody out of there. Maybe we get lucky and it's somebody that wants an autograph, like we
Well,
saw people.
We know that
want
it's
an
not going to be
autograph.
patrolled after hours, but I'm just saying if we're trying to do this.
I'm thinking that we sneak somebody up there, have them hide up there in all of the boxes, deep, dark boxes. Once the event goes on, if nobody's in there, they go and unlock the skylight. That way,
We have an
got
in
two
and an
people.
out.
We got 2 people inside after hours, and then we can try to do something. Like we can come in that way. We can come in that way and hope that Perv knows where the stone goes afterwards.
I mean, I'm a lot smarter than I am good at convincing people of stuff.
Well, I can convince people. Man. So
I mean, that might be what
and
we
I
do.
also can, whatever we figure out, like I can, from across the room, that now that I know he's there, I can tell, like I can message Perv and tell him what the plan is. Like,
Okay.
so, and he can respond to tell us what he saw in terms of how the stone was brought in, where it came from, or anything like that.
Here's the one worry, is that they take it somewhere that we've never been to. We never were in the basements. If there
We
is
never
a
managed to
basement,
get to the basement. No.
right? We don't even know if there is a basement there. Like
We saw the loading docks.
We saw the loading dock in the back.
Okay.
But so
we don't know what it opens up.
How do you get there?
We never got in here.
So is that what we do? Is that, let's say Emma and I go back, make a big show of being there, and then have Slappin'.
I mean, you guys, the other two, Slappin' and Lucian, have invitations. They have things to wear. They can try to blend in. Lucian, probably, given that he drew attention, I know he supposedly has, if he can disguise himself a little bit to maybe appear like a different person than he was this afternoon.
But I'm just thinking, I agree. I think all of us are still going, but I think it's like we're trying to get Slappin' to sneak up top and hide until after hours, and we're trying to get Lucian maybe to find where that basement is while you gather all the attention, and I'm just
also,
there as
all those secret rooms.
Yeah,
there's secret rooms that other people could stay in if they can get into them. Like, could hang in after hours. There's 2 in that hallway, one of which connects to the Merkmeyer room.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I'm not contributing to this conversation because my character.
You're fine. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
There's 2 downstairs.
The key is, does it stay on display after the event is done because they have all the guards, which is what I'm guessing. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep 2 guards in that room because there's nothing else in that room. And as long as it stays on display, we're fine. If it's not on display, we need to know where the hell it goes.
Yep, that's where we get stuck.
Since we're all sitting together, if it on my notes here from last time, that the stone room here, isn't there a door on the right wall? I got a mark here, like there's a door there.
There's a door.
There's a hidden door next to the actual
here. There's a door. Well, there's a door like in the middle of the wall going to the Allosaurus. There's a door in the corner that are to the archaeology display, which are both obvious doors. And then there's a hidden door, like where the little, where the little jumped out is, or just beside the jumped out. I forget where you actually marked that before.
Yeah, I didn't know. I had that mark. I didn't know if that was another door there.
And then there's the vent that's on that wall that goes into the Allosaurus room.
Yeah,
down there. So there's
where Perv is at. So there's technically 4 ways in and out of that room that we know of.
Okay. All right, so I won't look at this then. Okay. All right, so we're looking at the idea that we're going to set up during the show and try to steal it after the show.
Yeah.
Not have everybody there during the show.
I mean, if there's a whole bunch of people in there and we try to take it during, even if there's a distraction,
right? So
somebody is going to see it.
I mean, The only thing I can think of, like, the distraction would be you sell panels on the Allosaurus. If, like, the Allosaurus, like, moves around and, like, wreaked a whole bunch of havoc, you might be able to get it and get out with it without being noticed. But I'm guessing that the fact that it has buttons means that it, like,
does something.
But like, sort of some level of that, like me just like drawing attention or singing or something, is not going to be enough of a distraction to get the stone, since we don't have a way to replace it.
No, yeah, I agree. I don't think we get it during the event. I think it's afterwards.
I think it has to be after. So we want to get at least a couple people in there, at least one other person in there with Perv that could then let us in through the attic. And if we can get 2 people to be hidden in, then it's even fewer people that need to come in after hours. And then the attic gives us a way out. So.
And it's probably the closest to the stone and stuff.
Yeah, it's the closest exit that we know of to the stone. Besides
the front door, which is, well, there's a longer way to get around to that, and it's
don't forget there's a trap. There's a trap at that front door. There's like a pit or something, right?
Yeah,
there's a pressure plate.
Yeah, a plate. Yeah, yeah. Trap. I just got trapped. Yeah. And just slapping. Just to let you know, I do have a bag of ball bearings, just in case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So my thought would be to get Lucian or Slappin upstairs to the attic during the event, to have it open for the rest of us to come back. Use me as a distraction, so hopefully, like, I can distract, or the Allosaurus can distract, where you can kind of get, if we can figure out a way to make that thing work, that we can get you guys either in the little hidden passage between the archaeology display and the Merkmeyer, and then one of you and somebody to the attic, and then we could join you and then coordinate with Perv, and I can do that during the thing via my cantrip message. I can talk back and forth to him and tell him what we're planning to do. And then after hours, you'd have to take care of the 2 guards in the Merkmeyer room, get the stone, and then find a way to get out to the attic. And there's potentially 2 other guards there where the Allosaurus is. So.
And the only way to get to the attic, it's from the stairs where the privies are.
Yeah.
It's not from the room. It's around. Okay. No. The arrow goes the wrong way.
It goes that way. Yeah. You go up the stairs. It's basically above the Merkmeyer stone room in some regards.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just letting you know this is inaccurate. How the arrow goes with the stairs.
It does show.
Maybe you're coming down the stairs.
To make you think it's going.
Yeah.
Out of the Merkmeyer room.
Yeah. It looks very. It's very. Yeah. Okay. Confusing.
I'll work on that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So.
I mean, in all honesty, to be fair, Old Wolf, you were confused about the other arrows too.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're perfectly fine.
All right. So we're going with the idea that we're going to go in during the gala, mingle, try to get either lapping or slapping.
You were slapping up to the attic.
It's not even lapping. What the hell? It's not even lapping.
Slap and tickle.
It's Lucian. It's anyway.
You don't know your own character?
Your own name. Okay, working on your name. All right.
It's not been a good week. Anyway, so
tell us about it.
If you want me to.
So so for my edification, it sounds like you have a loose plan. Are there supplies that you're going to need?
Yeah, probably.
I've got a giant. I've got a
rope.
I got a rope.
Down the window.
Okay.
Does anybody have a lock picking kit?
I do. I got thieves' tools.
I got thieves' tools, a disguise kit, and jeweler's tools.
Yep. I could.
Yep. I would say whoever's going up into the attic needs to have a lock picking kit.
Yeah.
Okay, Slapping, you want to go? Because I'm rolling like crap. So you want to do it?
Fine with going up there. That would be a good distraction.
That would be,
This is the voice of your doom.
All right. So, do we meet up? Do we start doing this right after the gala, or do we try to wait a couple?
Well, I think we'll set a time for after the gala. Yeah, for sure.
I would say 8.
So the gala ends
earlier
at
than 8:30.
So we would probably want to make sure everyone's out, like the curator's out, probably 9. Come back an hour after the gala.
Okay.
And meanwhile, the other thing we'll be able to do is when we get there, I'll be able to communicate with Perv to see what he saw in terms of when they brought the stone in, or how they brought the stone in, the display, and how many people were with it, and what they did there. So because he's able to watch the room and see where it comes from, if it comes from, from downstairs potentially, or if it came from the attic. It didn't appear like there was anything worth a damn up in the attic.
Let's have Alec roll a couple of perceptions for all the hours that he's in there. Let's just assume that there's we'll roll 1 during the hours that the museum was open for regular business.
That's an 8.
Okay. It was so quiet in there. May have dozed off a little bit, but didn't really see anything. It was kind of quiet. And then you did notice Marsala come in, and I'm gonna say you didn't recognize that it was Emma. Maybe you couldn't tell that's who that was. Maybe you recognized because Kaylin would have been dressed as a woman now. Maybe you would not have recognized. You're just oh God, more people. They're just talking. Blah, blah, blah.
Was he one of them that recognized Marcella?
No, I don't think so.
No,
but we did find out about that, didn't we?
Yes, you all know.
Yes, you've heard that there's this other identity. You just don't know what it would look like, or
what was.
Well, but I meant we didn't recognize. I'm just trying to figure out if we would have recognized that.
Recognize
the name even after we were told
my other alter ego.
Yeah.
And then I'll have Alec. I'll have you roll 1 time for the closing of the museum. See if you saw what you noticed when the museum was closing down.
Oh, that's much better. It's a 19.
Okay, so you see them going in and out this other door. They've opened it up, and caterers are bringing foods in. You see them. There's a guard there using the key card, so you recognize. Okay, that's a way to get in and out more easily. And they're sort of decorating the room, putting things together, and then I'll have you roll 1 more time for when they bring the stone in.
Ooh.
It's a 13.
Okay. There's 2. You see 2 guards bringing it in. It has a faint glow about it. Let's see. I believe I can't remember if I've shown you a picture of it. But I can if you'd like. Let's see here.
I think the guy showed us a picture, so I think he did, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember the McMartin. There we go.
I think
and I'll share. I'll stop sharing that, and I'll share this other screen instead, just so you get a sense of kind of what it looks like. So that's the stone. It doesn't look super heavy. It looks like there's 2 people carrying it just to be careful with it. It doesn't seem like it's weighing them down significantly. You obviously haven't picked it up, so you don't obviously know the weight, but it doesn't seem like either of the 2 guards is straining under the weight of it. And then they set it on the little plinth there, and it does give off a faint glow of some sort. And the nervous curator is extremely nervous watching it and making sure and fussing over it a little bit while he's there. And then so what was that, a 13 on that one?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, that's about all your takeaway from that as far as the setup goes. And then towards the end of that section, you see the curator lock off that door. I'll go back to the
Which door was it? What door did it come into?
Hold on. Let me stop sharing this
Going
thing.
off the Allosaurus is
The
way.
main
Go
door.
back to sharing this again. So they were using this little section there. Oops,
Okay.
Sorry. They were using this little door here to come in and out because it's a direct, they could come straight up the stairs and bring things in and out. It was easier. But now that they're done and the event seems ready and everything looks nice, you see the curator secure this door so that it's not open anymore. But this door has now been opened and some guards are circulating.
Which door did you not secure?
Sorry. This one. Am I waving around over?
I don't know, there might be a delay. The door to the Allosaurus is open. Yes.
It was when they were loading things in, but it has now been closed and locked.
Oh, so they're gonna make us go all the way around.
Correct. This one on the side through the hallway will be the main entrance.
Oh, okay.
Who is currently in the room with the egg?
There are 2 security guards. Let me see which ones you got. Miriam is back.
Still sweating?
Everywhere. And you also have, who's this other person? A human being, looks kind of big, kind of burly looking, gruff in some manner. And can I have you roll a perception on these 2 guards to see if you remembered them from before, noticed anything?
Probably not. It's a 7.
All right. So you're just recognizing there's a man and a woman guard in there, both humans.
And what about in the Allosaurus room?
In the Allosaurus room, who do we got? Sorry, I'm trying to remember. I think it was it 2 people in that one? I'm trying to remember. Where is the little list? Okay. The Allosaurus room is 12. So there's 2 in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a tiefling woman who seems to be staring intently at the fossils, and an elf woman who seems kind of young, perhaps maybe a student of some kind.
Okay. I would also like to, from my vantage point, see if I can see anything in the Allosaurus room that looks like I'm looking for a weak point on a display or something.
On the specifically on the dinosaur?
On any, so there's multiple dinosaurs in that room, correct?
Yeah, there's lots of fossils in the cases that you can kind of see around the edges of the room. And then obviously the one fully constructed one is the Allosaurus.
Okay, so there's no other like dinosaur skeletons in the room completely.
Let me see how they worded it specifically. No, there are intact skeletons. So these 3, right? Sorry, I don't know how well my cursor is doing. This square right here is one creature. This square is another creature, and this one. So each one of those is a smaller dinosaur creature.
And then the Allosaurus is
correct. And then these little display cases along the wall, and these up in the side here have maybe bone fragments and things.
All right. So for the 3 complete skeletons in the Allosaurus, I'd like to see if I can spot any weak points or anything like that.
Sure. Why don't you roll a check and see what we got here? That's probably perception from that range, but I'm going to say from up in there, let's do disadvantage because you're kind of
okay.
I mean, they're kind of far across the room. Some of them.
That is a 7.
Okay. I will say the closest one to you seems to be like held, like it's constructed. It's not just resting, right? So they've used You can see that there's some metal pieces maybe screwed in to hold it all together. That's the one closest to you, like right next to the vent. You can get a better view on that one. So you're going to assume maybe that some of the others have similar construction.
Okay.
Not looking like you could just like topple it or anything.
So
with a push.
in the Allosaurus room, neither of the guards are looking towards the vent, correct?
No, it seemed like one of them was kind of enjoying the display cases, and the other one was just kind of sort of wandering about the room. But there's it hasn't opened yet for the gala, so this is sort of in between the end of the day and the beginning of the gala.
Okay, I would like to do something.
Sure.
I'm gonna. It's a bonus action and use a spell called Magic Stone.
Magic Stone.
If you remember, I picked up some stones and put them in my little pouch in the earlier episode. So what this does is it imbues 3 stones with energy, and then I can throw the stones and they basically explode. So as a bonus action, I can imbue the stones, and then as an action, I can throw them.
Are you imagining you're trying to fit the stones through the grate, or are you trying to crack the grate open and throw?
No, I assume the grate has wide enough gaps that I can kind of just flick one.
It would depend on. I can't remember. Are these like gravel-sized stones, like little gravel?
Yeah, they're fairly
or whatever.
small. I'm a fairly small guy, so I wouldn't have picked up.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Okay, I'll give you that. What is the target?
Target is the closest dinosaur display. I'm trying to knock it. I'm trying to like knock a weak point, like its legs out or something to make it.
And what's the damage that this thing can do?
It can do 1d6 plus my spell casting modifier, which is plus 6.
Wow. All right.
With bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I suppose we can give it a shot. I mean, let's see what happens.
Okay.
So it's a ranged spell attack, right?
Yep. Okay. That is an 18 to hit.
That definitely hits. Let's roll some damage and see what happens to this thing.
That is 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and it's not an explosive, you said.
Let me double check the wording, but I wrote down that it was bludgeoning damage.
Our first attack roll is it's the goblin flicking stones at
right
bosses.
So, yeah,
Okay.
It's like all of our plans are going to amount to nothing. He's going to steal it all on his own.
I know, right?
Hey, I've been waiting 3 episodes for that.
Yeah, I guess to say he's been sitting in
you
there.
touch 1 to 3 pebbles and do them with magic. You or someone else take a ranged spell attack with one of the pebbles by throwing it or hurling it with a sling. If thrown on a range of 20 feet, someone else attack, blah, blah, blah. On a hit, the target takes bludgeoning damage equal to 1d6 modifier. Hit or miss, the spell ends on the stone. So
it doesn't sound like an explosive. It just sounds like a heavy rock or a hard rock hitting it.
Yeah, it's just like
accurate.
It's because it's imbued with magic. I assume that it does more damage than if I just flicked a pebble at it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it is
exactly.
It's like you threw something much bigger at it than it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much damage did you do?
I did 9.
9 damage. All right. Was there a specific part of this dinosaur you were aiming? Head, body, leg, tail? I guess.
Probably a leg to see if I can topple it to make it. Like I'm trying to make as big of a commotion as I can.
Sure. You crack one of the leg bones, and it shatters, and that leg bone falls to the floor. And both guards notice, and they're both like, "What the?" And they both scurry over to look at this. So they're both kind of investigating.
Do the guards in the Merkmeyer Stone room notice? They hear
no,
it?
Because the door is closed, so they would have to have heard it through the wall, and so far they have not.
Convenient.
So they are looking at the leg bone, kind of trying to figure out what happened and studying it. I'm going to do an investigation. And they're just absolutely befuddled. No, they're looking all around the room. They're like trying to see if like it's something's wrong with the model. They're looking at the pieces of it. One of them's even reluctant to touch it, like doesn't want to touch it.
Up at the leg bone fell out.
It's attached to at 4. It has 4 legs.
Okay.
The guards in the Merkmeyer stone room, where are they facing? They facing the open door?
One would be near the stone, and one is near the open door. Yeah.
But neither of them are looking in my direction.
No.
Okay. I want to throw another pebble at the plinth that the stone is on.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go for it.
That's a dirty 20.
I mean, it's gonna hit. Yeah.
9 damage again.
9 damage. Okay.
Crack the stone. We were trying to.
So much for like they're gonna be like canceling the event.
I am chaotic. Give me a break. I'm playing like that.
No, it strikes true. And the plinth is super heavy, so it does not wobble, but it makes a loud crack sound. And the guard next to it is like jumping around. Let's see which guard that was actually. Which one was next to the stone? It is the burly guy. Double check his name here in my mind so I can remember his name. Okay, his name is Garant, just in case anybody wants to know. So Garant is like looking around the room. He's checking things out, like what's going on. But the heavy marble stand or what have you doesn't rock or move. But it definitely took a shot. And so far, his investigation is not yielding anything. He's looking for the source of the noise more than anything.
Okay.
So I mean, we're not since we're not there, we can't ask questions. Right?
We're not there.
No.
This is your moment to be patient. I'm going to throw my third stone at that guard.
At Garant. Okay. Let me flick to the guard here.
12 to hit.
Let's see. No, his AC is higher than that. But would he know? So that means you missed, right?
Yeah.
Or does it mean you hit and he didn't feel it?
No, it means you missed.
I mean, that's up to you. You're the DM,
right? Because it could be either one. So I want you to roll up or down. If you get above 10, then you missed completely. If you get below 10, then he felt the hit.
Is he making up his own rules now for D&D?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like if it would be he threw the rock at him. If the rock hits him, it's to do the damage. So it would have
not if his armor protected him. It can either be that it didn't penetrate the armor and had no injury effect, or it can be that it didn't even hit him, that it whiffed.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Yeah, you're the DM.
That seems odd, but yeah. Okay.
All the power's going to his head. Am I with no modifier, right? We're just
no modifier.
Okay. Sorry, I dropped my dice. 13.
So it did not even hit him. It just flew right by. Did he hear it? No, he didn't even hear it. He was so wrapped up in what he was doing, didn't even hear it. Had no clue. He's just kind of like checking this plinth. He's like, I know I heard something. What's going on?
All right. Well,
he has not called the other guard. The other guard is kind of just like looking at him, like, what the heck is wrong with this guy?
I am. I guess I'll let the other guys do something so I can. But I hopefully sowed some confusion and unrest at least.
Yeah, and we'll get back to the confusion of the broken dinosaur bone here in a smidge. Gang, how are you doing on your planning? Any final stuff before we head to the gala?
I think we would have just separated, got dressed for the gala, and yeah.
I think Emma and I are going to go back to the Golden Sheep again to go in as our different personas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Make sure we wear the fancy clothes that we were given.
Okay.
And We would have made sure because we took all the boxes back, so we would have given Lucian and Slappin their ticket and their.
Is everybody? I'm assuming you are carrying all your gear with you on this. It's your hiding gear in your adorable outfits.
Yes, has multi pockets. So it's
adorable purses and satchels and what have you.
It's very stylish cargo pants. That's what I'm wearing.
lots of pocket space.
Lots of pockets. So.
Is that a yes?
Yeah, I'm pulling the Wonder Woman-esque rapiers down the spine again.
There you go. Yes, it's part of the fancy outfit.
Yeah, part of the fancy outfit. In the fancy outfit for sure.
Okay. And is anybody bringing the helpful assignment liaison with them? Does anybody have the liaison? Who's got the liaison at this moment?
Before we left, I would have asked the helpful liaison thing.
Yes.
If the mask figure I saw hiding in the doorway, remember? I saw someone spying on us. If that was related to the Dawn, or if that was another group I need to be worried about.
Hello, Slappin. I am unaware of any other employees on this assignment.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just didn't know if we were being watched by him or watched by someone else. Most likely someone else, which is what I assumed. I just thought this would be an easy way to
verify
answer that question. We were being
so then Slappin is
Slappin
is carrying Hal. Okay.
I don't
All right, are you guys?
I thought we sort of left.
I just like to keep track of where the liaison is.
I think we kind of left the liaison with Kaylin just because
I had thought that was the case, but
no one really trusted me with.
I had Hal in the room, but yeah.
In your little clutch that you're going to be going with.
No clutch needed. We had Hal, and I don't know if Slappin wants to bring Hal. I'm gonna hand Slappin Hal, but we're
I'm
left.
fine with leaving Hal back at the room. I don't really want Hal speaking whenever I'm trying to hide.
Right.
Well, you can turn. Remember, you can put Hal to sleep, right?
Yes.
In the little box.
Yeah, we'll leave him at the. Beg your pardon.
Okay. All right. So then you guys head out to the gala event. I'm assuming that Kaylin is going in with Marsala, but that Slappin and Lucian are entering on their own, not necessarily together either.
Correct. I could say that.
Do you have a plan for how you're going in and sort of the order of operations or anything?
Oh, I'm making an entrance.
Oh, I also would have tossed on I am pretty nondescript and everything, but I would have tossed on a disguise kit that I have just make me look a little bit different from my other, still nondescript, but different nondescript.
I would assume both you and Lucian would alter your appearance at least a little bit so that you can not instantly be recognized from having been there this afternoon.
Especially
Lucian, who drew a lot of attention. Well, I would give the key card. The two of you are trying to stay behind. Who's for sure trying to stay? Like one of you would have a key
try
card.
and go to the attic for sure.
Oh, okay, so I would give the key card then to Slap it.
And what's Lucian going to be doing? Is he hiding out somewhere?
I could see. I didn't think that far. I could try, but I'm not very successful in my roles today. So, no, because someone's going to come in from behind. In my head, if Slappin's in the attic, opening up, unlatching, let's say, then that would be it. And this is after hours, so wouldn't we use that as an entrance would see myself
Let's
as
see
using
how the
that
rest
as
of us
an
get
entry.
in. Yes.
All right, so
opening the way for us to get in.
so then
Yeah.
you're gonna leave when everybody leaves at the end of the gala.
Right. So
is what
we're
you're
just
saying.
because we're not going to do anything during the gala, but at least we can get an
Sure.
idea of what's going on during the
I mean,
during
if
the
we
gala.
get an opportunity, we can always adapt.
We
but I
also
don't
need
expect-
to take a look and see if we can't figure out what the word is on the
what the glyphs around the stone on the base of the stone are.
Mhm.
Agreed.
Maybe they'll talk about it at this.
So we're gonna give the key, but it would be good for you to come out and then come back with us, because if for some reason Slapping can't open it, you also have thieves' tools that potentially can open the skylight from the outside.
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
So then you have somebody on both sides that's potentially opening the skylight.
Okay. All right. So is Marsala going first? Is she going to be the first, or is she fashionably late?
She's making an appearance. Like she's right, like fashionably late. Just
Okay.
just a few minutes. Yeah.
So then Slappin and Lucien, are you guys going to be who's going to enter first?
I'll go first.
All right. So there is a few musicians in the lobby playing stringed music, very pleasant. The guards look like they're dressed a little finer. At the front entrance is Darrison Blackwaters, the gentleman who looks like a former soldier, kind of big, very serious. And he is the one collecting the entrance tickets that people have, the VIP passes as they come in, and just giving everybody a once over and welcoming them in. And there's one other guard at the stairs, making sure everybody knows that they're supposed to follow the stairs up. There's even a little red carpet added to the stairwell leading up to the Allosaurus. Are you heading upstairs, Tony?
Yeah, I'm going to get it. I'm assuming there's cocktails, drinks, that type of thing.
You assume correctly.
Right. So I get a drink and hey, how you doing?
All right. So Tony, you go upstairs, you go through the cafe, down the hallway again. The music from downstairs sort of filters up. And then there's another musician in with the Merkmeyer Stone, where they are, yes, they're serving wine and other kind of beverages. And there's, little snackies.
Nice.
Next is Slappin next. All right. Same procedure. Oh, I didn't roll to see if any of the guards recognize. They did not recognize Tony. None of them remember Tony.
Nice.
Tony, would you roll a perception check, actually?
Perception. I wish you see my noise. 5 and that's an 8.
Did you have to add anything to it? Is there anything you have to add?
5
Okay.
plus 3 is 8.
All
I'm
right.
doing it right now. Now I know what
All
the fuck I'm doing.
It's all good, man. It's all good. You're good. All right. So you're in and you're enjoying it. And then Slappin comes in and same deal. Nobody recognizes you from earlier. The Darrison collects your entry ticket and you head on upstairs, I'm assuming.
Yeah. In the Allosaurus room, are there any guards or anything in that room?
Yes. This is where we've got. Let me. Actually, Alec, would you do a perception check? I'm assuming that you saw what you were probably watching diligently as they repaired the leg.
Dirty 20.
Yes, you saw, whether you were wrapped with attention or not. You watched the curator getting very upset with the guards, blaming them for what happened. He says something about how he's already got one guard that he had to send home tonight, and now he's got these guys. He's getting very upset with them. He orders them to take the bone down to the basement, and then he looks the statue over, and then is just very upset with them, as if I don't need this. I don't need this tonight.
So there are no more guards in the Allosaurus room?
He was in there for a bit, but yeah, they were gone while he was inspecting it.
But the guards are back now, or
What's that?
so the guards are back now, or is the?
I mean, in that moment, they were gone. If you want to do something, I'll give you a chance. But he was there still. He was investigating it, and he does find a pebble, but he's not quite sure that he's making a connection.
I want to imbue more stones and beam this dude in the head.
All right.
Oh yeah, 25 to hit.
That does hit. Roll damage.
Pure
7 damage.
7 damage. All right. He has no clue where this came from, and he is livid. He's like holding his head. He's like yelping and calling in pain to anybody who will listen. Let's see. The 2 guards in with the stone come to the door and using key cards open it. And do they both go over? One goes over, one stands in the doorway, and it's Miriam from before who goes over and helps him, and he's kind of like shooing her off, but he's definitely bleeding from his head. And they're like, "Are you okay, sir? Have you been drinking? Like, what's wrong? Did you fall down?" He's like, "No, something hit me." And he's like looking around the room in anger.
All right, while they're distracted, I want to try to knock out another leg in the dinosaur and make it tip over.
Okay.
An 11 to hit.
That does not. Was that what that? Wait, what hit last time? Was it 13 that hit? Right.
I don't remember.
I think I had set it at. I think I had set it at 11. So it is 11 hits. Then that counts.
If you said 11, then 11 hits.
Yeah. All right. So then it hit.
7 damage.
Yeah, that's the same for the last time. So yeah, cracks the other bone, and it falls but doesn't like shatter. It's almost like it like settles on its hind quarters a little bit. So the leg bones are totally broken, but it's now resting on its pelvis or whatever. It's like it's settled onto the pelvis bone.
I'm trying to draw the other card out.
They are all looking around this room, wrapped with attention. So far, one of them is starting to look up around the room, trying to figure out where this is coming from. I'm going to say that it's the guard in the doorway. He's the one that like heard the thing hit the marble in the other room. Now he's got all this stuff, so he is looking around, trying to figure out where this is coming from. He's the Miriam is like, you know, what is happening? She's trying to help the curator. She's trying to help the statue.
He's looking around from inside the Allosaurus room or from...
Yeah, he stepped into the Allosaurus room, like right in here.
Okay. I'm going to climb out of the vent into the Murkmire stone room.
Okay.
That's empty now at this point, right?
Yeah, there's no... He's just outside the door here on the other side.
Okay.
But the marble stone is what it's like in the center here on the wall.
Yeah. Isn't there people in there? Because I thought I was in there.
No, we're backing the story up a little bit to give Alec a shot at this.
Oh. Sorry.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw caution to the wind and run over to try to grab the stone.
Okay.
I'm sure it's trapped, but he doesn't really care.
I'm gonna start with a stealth roll to get to the stone to see if anybody sees or hears.
Because once again, like my end goal is to create a chaotic environment so that if I don't succeed, they will have an easier time succeeding.
Okay.
Stealth, got it. 14.
All right. You beat his, so he is clearly he's looking around in here. He does not see you get to the stone. You have gotten to the marble whatever display.
Oh my gosh!
All right, I try to grab the thing.
Just gonna grab it. All right,
yeah, man.
Give me I mean, it's not super heavy, but let's just see your strength because you're tiny, right? You're a goblin.
Yeah, no, my strength is not great, but just straight strength roll.
Yeah, just give me a strength roll.
10.
That's definitely enough to lift it up. It weighs about 10 pounds, not super heavy, but it's got weight. You picked it up, and yeah, an alarm goes off really loud. The display had an alarm built onto it, and it is making noise.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to try to make a mad dash back towards my little great hiding place.
Okay.
So we're
That's
having
hilarious.
perfect.
It's not really stealth. What would I guess it is stealth because you're trying to climb in without them noticing. So let's do a stealth with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Gotcha.
Oh, God.
Oh goodness, he rolled pretty high.
We're not even gonna get.
10.
Yeah. So he steps back in and he sees this goblin tearing ass across the middle of this room, carrying the stone, and he just starts screaming bloody murder, thief, thief. And he pulls out this little cudgel thing and starts calling for more guards, and he's trying to cut you off. So he's getting in between you and wherever you're heading with the stone.
Okay. I have one stone left. I'm going to throw it at him.
Okay. Let's go. Let's
actually, you know what? As a bonus action, I'm going to imbue the Merkmeyer stone and throw that at him.
What is imbue?
The magic stone imbue. As a bonus action, I imbue stones or small objects with the magical power, and then as an action, I can throw them.
But what does the magic do? I'm trying to like see if it's magic and the magic it just adds damage to it. Okay, that's what I'm trying to understand because I didn't know how it would interact with the stone's power.
I mean, I can read the description again if you want.
Yeah, please. Would you mind? Sorry.
Oh my God.
This is awesome.
None of us are here yet, right?
No.
Okay, so I'll let you make this decision because it does say 1 to 3 pebbles. So if you want me to not be able to do this because of that, I'll just use my.
Because you've done how many? We did 2 in the other. So
I did 3 the first time, and then I've done 2 this time. So I have 3. I have 1 left.
He has a pebble.
I will
It's a bonus
say,
action for me
to, how often can you do this?
It's just a cantrip.
It's not like, okay. So I have no problem with that. We'll do it again.
Okay.
We'll give it a shot and see what the stone does.
Says you 1 to 3 pebbles and imbue them with magic. That's all it says.
Okay. The stone does not react, so I will say that it is acting like any other stone, and you can imbue it. All right. It's heavier. Should there be a disadvantage to throwing it? Like it's not one of your little pebbles.
I mean,
it's
if you're going to give me disadvantage in throwing it, I'll just use my regular pebble. I'm just trying to add some fun to the game.
No, I think it is funny. I just think it's heavier, right? And it's a little more oblong. It's not. He
is very close to me.
This is true.
I'm thinking of it of like almost like a hot potato situation where.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing. So it's less of like
chest pass it like a basketball to him.
Well, and the guy, if he goes airborne, he's going to try to catch it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, would that impede the amount of damage it would take if he's just going to catch it? You know what I mean? It's not like it's like
I rolled
crushing him.
My first roll, if you're going to give me disadvantage, but my first roll is a 25 to hit.
Well, then I'm going to say you hit him.
Okay.
Let's see if he takes any damage from the stone you hurled.
8.
8 damage. Okay. And let's see if he catches it. He does. He catches it and drops his cudgel. Oh no, actually, then I should roll separately to see if he drops the little cudgel. Yeah, he holds on to the cudgel, so he's got both now. He's got the stone under one arm and the cudgel in his hand.
That didn't work out very well.
Now we've got Miriam standing in the doorway up to his left.
I mean, do they need to be rolling initiative at this point?
Yeah, I mean, technically we were kind of going in order. So it was you, then he caught it, then Miriam. So we'll go back around to you. He says to you, okay, buddy, you had your fun. Let's go talk to the boss. What are you going to do?
I'm going to say, it's a funny story.
You can tell it to the big man. Hands up.
I say, have you ever heard of a rusty trombone?
Miriam pulls out her cudgel. She says, I don't know about that one, but I'll crack you upside the head if you don't shut up and start following me.
He says, joke's on you, that's my kink.
At this point, another guard comes in the main door to see what all the commotion is. So now there's a guard at that door too.
Okay. Whose turn is it?
It's still your turn. They're waiting for you to just surrender. Let's see.
The alarm is still going off?
Yes, it is definitely still going off.
All right. Can I dive back into the grate?
I mean, he's kind of standing between you and the grate. He moved to cut you off, and then you threw the rock at him, so he's holding it. So you would have to go around him.
Or through him. I'm very small.
I mean, you could go on. You're going to go between his legs or something? Are you going to home alone him?
Legs.
I'm just going to scream and run towards him and try to go under his legs.
Okay, so is that intimidation in some way, I guess?
Like Gordon said, scream out thief.
Yeah. I guess intimidation to like surprise him into giving me the ability to get behind him.
All right. See what intimidation roll you get.
9.
He is not intimidated, and he's gonna try to hit you with his cudgel. He gets 18 plus 4, so he gets 22 to hit.
Okay.
Let's see.
And we're down a guy.
Dice. He does 6 damage, bludgeoning damage.
Oof. Okay.
Like he did 8. Alec did 8 damage to him. Did he? I guess did he look like he was injured at all? Or
I mean, he definitely took a hit, but he still caught the stone. Okay. So he definitely took a hit to the chest. You hear footsteps of more approaching guards. Miriam is not leaving her post, but the guy in the door on the other side has moved closer to kind of get involved. Let's see. The new guard is a dwarf, and he's got a cudgel of his own, and he's coming over to help enforce. And they're like, "Pal, we're gonna beat the snot out of you if you don't calm yourself down right now."
Where am I situated at this point?
You are right about where the S is in stone, and then the guy who hit you is a little closer to the wall. Miriam is in this doorway, and the dwarf is coming in where it says security here.
Okay. At this point, I guess I'm gonna have to put my hands up because after getting smashed with that cudgel, I look very injured.
Yeah, I bet.
All right. So they escort you downstairs. The curator has got a patch on his head, and he's like dazedly following you down the stairwell. And they take you to his office, and you meet Darrison Blackwaters, the main guard for the institution here, and he's gonna interrogate you a little bit, and now, he tells you he's what?
On my way down to his office, do I see any of my compatriots entering?
No, this is going to be right before they've opened the doors. So I'm going to have this be. We're backing up time a little bit. This was in the interim a little bit, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're running the show, so.
He is stashing you in this office in the middle here, the one with the filing cabinets, and he's sending off one of the museum guards to go get the city police, whatever, the local sheriff guys. And so there's a guard in the dwarf is in there with you, and Garrison. He's not going to bother searching you or anything like that, unless there obvious weapons like a giant sword or an axe hanging off of you.
I have a mace and a crossbow.
Oop, I lost my camera there. Sorry. Womp. Sorry about that. I bumped my camera cord. So I'll go with the reconnect this thing. Sorry. So yeah, he's going to ask you to put the crossbow. I'm assuming is it loaded? Jesus. He asks you, is that loaded?
I don't think I would keep a loaded crossbow on my back.
Okay. Why don't we just put the mace and the crossbow on the table and we could be friends for a little bit?
Okay, I mean, like, I don't totally believe you when you say that, but I'll gladly take my weapons off. It's not a problem. I'm not here to hurt anybody, really.
Evidence to the contrary, my friend.
Well, I mean, that director guy is a bit of a dingus. Just like mano y mano, I'm willing to bet you'll admit that he's probably pretty funny when I was beating his head.
Garrett, the guy that you threw the rock at, is in this office getting some medical care. And a female guard you hadn't seen before seems to be leaving the room where you can't quite see, and then coming back with some gauze and some things to kind of like,
so you can see that though.
Yeah, because there's no these doors.
Okay.
There's no door here. It's just open. These offices are open.
Could I get some of that medical attention down here?
Yeah, we'll get right on that.
Thank you.
Says,
I mean, like,
and you see in the other office to the south, Alda is in there trying to like make himself look beautiful again before the event.
Good luck with that, buddy.
And I will say that the city guard doesn't show up before the event starts, so they're still waiting. So we can then have Garrison be back at the front entrance. The dwarf is in there with you. The Garrett, the human from up above, is getting his medical care, and Alda gets patched together and then heads back out into the event. And that's when the other guys arrive. So Lucian, you go upstairs. You notice that there's one dinosaur that looks a little different, like it's kind of tilted. It seems like it's sitting on its, like a cat can sit on its front legs and sit down, like, very elegantly. This is kind of less elegant. And it looks like somebody didn't have time to sweep up little, chips and flakes of things that are all over the ground there.
Yep.
So you go in to get your drink, and then Flappin arrives and sees somewhat the same. And we'll wait and do Marsala's arrival next time and see what happens next. Yeah. Thanks, game. I'm sorry my camera bumped out there. It's back. It's probably better for everybody.
There you
go.
We got a little bit. We got some combat in this time.
We actually got combat.
I got to do something.
Tony successfully pickpocketed somebody. Come on, gang.
And then tried to give it away.
But hey, it ended up working out for him because.
Yeah, I didn't want it on me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that you needed to pass it off, but passing it off.
He could have just left,
was
since he chose to stay, it worked out for him.
Right.
It did work out.
As a reminder, next weekend we're off because this guy is gonna get married. So I will be in Florida with him and having a good time down there in Orlando. So we will skip a week and be back in 2 weeks. That's just a little heads up for everybody.
Okay.
Thank you to everybody in the chat. Excuse me. Gordon and Shaza and Ryan. And at the beginning, I believe we had our friend. Oh my gosh. Christina was in here. Sorry, Christina.
It was in here.
Dropping everybody's links like she's so awesome about doing. I appreciate you doing that, Christina. But I didn't want to miss, I believe. Yeah, we got White Tiger and Kenneth Bird.
Yeah.
You guys for coming by. I appreciate you. And we will catch you all again next time in 2 weeks.
See ya.